Hey guys, Krootman here, and Bitcoin just cracked 90,000. What a day to be in crypto. But GPU mining sometimes doesn't feel like that. But in this video, I just picked up 4 more 170HXs. I actually did a trade. Someone in my Discord DM'd me and said, would I be willing to swap out 170HXs for 100 210s? And I said, 100% I would be. So we agreed on a trade, and this is my half. He agreed to send first, basically. I'm going to be testing these, getting these set up in my rig, make sure they're all working, and I'm going to pack up my CMPs, my 100 210s, and send them out to him. But in this video, I'll get these set up, and then I'll explain to you why I did the trade the way I did it, and why the 170HX is, again, I'll explain it, why it's basically the only GPU that I'm going to be buying until the 5090s come out. I have some more of these coming in too. So let's get to it after a quick word from our sponsor. This video was brought to you by Crypto Miner Bros, your one-stop shop for all your home ASIC mining needs. Their prices listed are shipped to your door, so you don't have to worry about any hidden or unexpected fees. What is listed is all you have to pay, and make sure you use code KROOTMAN with 2 zeros for $70 off your next order. My most recommended miner right now would be the Jasminer X16Q. I love mine, and I've had it for almost a year now, and it is still profitable. I prefer recommending ETH-hash ASICs because there are tons of mineable coins on them, so they tend to stay profitable longer than other algo-specific ASIC miners. So thank you again to Crypto Miner Bros for sponsoring this video, and don't forget to use Krootman with 2 zeros for $70 off your next order. Here is the second 170HX rig. The first one has 10 GPUs. I'm not going to add any to that yet. The next 4 are coming into this one. Now these are all 10 gig, which is annoying but fine. I resolved that with the Alibaba seller that I work with, where it was amicable to both of us. So I'm going to put the next 4 in here, and I think I'm going to put them in the bottom right here. And I'm obviously got to take this tape out so that I can just leave the top, and I'll put these ones in. I have 4 more that just got shipped from the seller. So those 4 will go in here, and that will actually complete this rig. It'll be 8 gigabytes and 4 10s, which is fine. And then all I have to do is get 2 more 10s to fill up the second one, and then I'm going to start going after a third one. My plan, but we're going to go ahead and get those installed right now. Another thing I wanted to note is these didn't come with adapters, and that's because we agreed that it didn't make sense to swap EPS adapters. So I kept 4, and I will send him 4 less when I send the 100-210s. Now, I've got both. I've got 2 8-pin to EPS, and then I have 1 6-pin to EPS. For the 170HXs, I really prefer to use the standard EPS to 2 8-pin. So we're going to get 4 of those out, and we're going to use those. So when I snap my fingers, this will be all set up. It's complete. So we have the tape still here on this part because there's no sense letting the air come out of here when I don't have the other 4. They're going to go in here and finish this off. All 8 are set up. I wouldn't recommend pushing these things over like 170 watts, which is what I have them at now, unless you're willing to upgrade the cables into these. I may sometime soon. We'll see. But this is it. I'm really, really happy with this rig. And I'm going to go ahead and call this one done. We're going to go ahead and put it back in, and I'm going to show you what I'm mining with it and how it's doing. And then I'm going to start taking apart the 170HX rig, and I'll do that on camera. And I'll explain to you why I decided to make this trade and what, you know, how I think it's a win-win for both of us. Okay, so here you can see what I'm mining. I'll be doing tests with the 10 gig and 8 gig together from now on, I guess, because I have 4 10 gigs and 8 gig, and there'll be 8 gigs in this rig. I'm mining Zealous, and you can see what I'm making over here. You can see the 8 gig model is making about 38 cents per day right now, and the 10 gig model is making about 28 cents per day. So definitely worth keeping on. Hopefully the profitability goes up. But that's what I'm mining, and that's how much I'm making per. And that is actually one of the biggest reasons that I still want more dense GPUs, because with my basically 13-cent power rate, they're the most profitable things I can operate. All right, so here you can see This is a 12 card 170HX rig. I essentially traded 8 of these and then I sold him 3 more. So basically 11 and 2 server cases, and I used the proceeds from the 3 to buy one of those 170 or 170HXs. And then I have 2 server cases that are already packed that I'm mailing away. Now, here are what they look like. This is, I did a video on this and I'll link it above where I showed you how to set these up. The other 36 I have are mining away great, but the reason that I traded these, and I'll go more in depth in another video, is I don't trust my power rate from not going up. My contract expires in December, and I'm worried it's going to go up. So I want to go more dense. So, you know, do you think these are better than the 170HXs? It depends whether or not you really believe in Kapow and if you have a lower power rate. I would argue the lower your power rate, probably you're, I wouldn't say better off, but these are, I think these are going to be cheaper in the long run and easier to get, longer than the 170HXs. And you technically will mine a little bit more with these versus the 170HXs. But like I said, I have to worry about my power rate going up, and 170HXs and, you know, like a denser farm that are made up of basically those and 5090s will give me more survivability in case my power rate does go up. And I do think the resale of the 170HXs will be greater than the 210s, but that's just me guessing. I honestly have no clue. It honestly could be the other way around, where the 210s get more value or are more valuable than the 170HXs. But it's something interesting to think about. And you know, we basically both have our own reasons for wanting to make this trade, and it was, I honestly feel like it was a win-win for both of us, which is basically the only way you should make trades. So I'm going to go ahead and get 11 of these out. I did keep one of them for myself, and that one is going to be one that I am able to keep in my testing area, just so I can pop it on a bench and get you hash rates or do some mining testing on it. If you are a miner or a gamer, or if you do anything with PCs, this screwdriver, my buddy recommended me, you need to buy this. It's 30 bucks. I'll put you the link, the affiliate link on down below. This thing is a lifesaver. Everybody needs to buy this screwdriver. Back to pulling all of these out. Okay, so here you see the case closed. The reason I'm just bringing this up is if you have empty server cases and you're not sure what to do with them, if they're quality ones, honestly, it may not make sense to get rid of them now. Maybe when the bull run comes, if it comes, maybe they become worth more money. I know PCSP still has a ton of these things to get rid of, so I'm just keeping them, honestly. They actually were kind enough to send me 6. I have 2 on, and the other 4 are basically off. One thing I may do down the line is I may actually put 170HXs back in these, but like in groups of 6. So that might be something that I might be willing to do. But I have a link for these down below if you're interested as well. So we're going to go ahead and seal this back up, and we're going to go ahead and pack these. One thing are packed. This is why you save your boxes, so you can easily pack them. I'm going to ship all 11 of these out. I tossed in some extra stuff that he said he needed, just because if I can help a fellow miner out, you help a fellow miner out, right guys? Anyway, that's it for this one. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you understand my reasoning for trading the 100-210s for the 170HXs. I want to be more denser. I'm afraid my power rate is going to go up, and I am frankly not sure if we're going to go crazy, like if we're going to see some crazy bull run with GPU mining this time around. I hope I'm wrong, and I could be wrong, but I'd rather prepare to not be. So again, that's it for this one. Thank you to Crypto Miner Bros for sponsoring this video. Go check out those Doge ASICs. They're going nuts. And thank you to the gentleman, you know who you are, who did this trade with me. I'm glad it worked out for both of us. And thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you found it interesting. And I'll be doing a shed tour probably this weekend, so stay tuned for that. If you haven't, hit that sub button, hit that like button. Krootman is out.